What if you spent a day on each planet in the solar system? Surely you know that Earth is the only habitable planet among the planets of the solar system, but have you heard of Kepler? This newly discovered small planet by NASA resembles Earth to a great extent and orbits a sun similar to ours. It's a planet that could be habitable, as it closely resembles Earth by about 70%. However, there are some obstacles that may prevent that, including gravity and an atmosphere unsuitable for breathing. But what about our solar system? Why are we searching for habitable planets in other solar systems? What about the rest of the planets? Let's assume you could travel across the other planets of the solar system and wanted to spend a day on the surface of each one. How would your day be? What are the risks you might face? Which planets would be safe and which ones more dangerous? Could you find another habitable planet besides ours? How long could you survive on any of them? Before we begin this journey, remember to take with you a sufficient amount of water. Earth is the only known planet with liquid water on its surface. But would this be enough for survival? Unfortunately, no. Let's explore the reasons why that's not possible on each planet of our solar system. First, let's remember that our solar system consists of 8 planets orbiting the Sun in order of proximity to the Sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now let's start with the closest planet to the Sun, a day on Mercury. Mercury, the smallest planet in the solar system, is a little larger than our Moon and is located close to the Sun at a distance of 58 million kilometers. Mercury orbits in an elliptical orbit, and its rotation is very slow, with one day on Mercury equivalent to about 59 days on Earth. You might think its proximity to the Sun makes it extremely hot, but in fact, it doesn't. Its atmosphere is very thin, and its slow rotation and elliptical orbit make the Sun rise briefly on some parts of it and then disappear. If you landed on the sunny side, the temperature would be 430 degrees Celsius. If you landed on the dark side, the low temperatures would reach 180 degrees Celsius below zero. Therefore, the best solution would be to try to land in a comfortable spot between them, but you won't be able to withstand it for long. Mercury's atmosphere mainly consists of oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, helium, and potassium. Most likely, you wouldn't be able to survive for more than 2 minutes, let alone a full day in these atmospheres and conditions. The next planet in our solar system is Venus. How would it be to spend a day on the surface of the second planet in the solar system? Venus is often considered Earth's twin planet because of its similar size and composition. So it's no wonder that NASA, the Soviet space program, the European Space Agency, ESA, and many others have sent spacecraft to explore the second closest planet to the Sun. First, you should know that Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system, with surface temperatures reaching 475 degrees Celsius. One day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days. In fact, unless you have an incredibly strong spacecraft, you won't be able to get very close to the surface, and even if you did, you wouldn't last long. Venus's atmosphere is a thick layer of heat and toxins. It contains about 154,000 times the amount of carbon present in Earth's atmosphere. Also, Venus is surrounded by yellow clouds of sulfuric acid. We can say that Venus's surface is more like a greenhouse of toxins and heat that would completely incinerate you. Therefore, you wouldn't be able to survive for even a second on the surface of Venus. Of course, the third planet in our group is our home planet Earth. Unless you want to stop for a drink of water or breathe some clean air, let's continue our journey to the fourth planet in the solar system, the red planet Mars. Comics and science fiction movies have made us imagine green creatures with antennae on their heads inhabiting the red planet. Until now, there is no evidence of life on the surface of Mars. In fact, NASA aims to send humans to our celestial neighbor by 2030, and SpaceX wants to reach there sooner, with plans for human presence there by 2025. But could we stay there for long? Mars's atmosphere consists of carbon dioxide, argon, nitrogen, a little oxygen, and water vapor, making breathing impossible. Its gravity is 38% of Earth's. In addition, Mars's surface is cold, with temperatures reaching 62 degrees Celsius below zero. Very low temperatures, unbreathable air, and uncomfortable gravity. This combination would allow you to survive only for a few minutes, no more. To Jupiter, the massive planet, the fifth planet in the solar system, and the largest. In fact, you can't land on Jupiter's surface at all because it's a gas giant, meaning it doesn't have a solid ground on its surface. Jupiter's mass is twice that of all the planets in the group combined, and its atmosphere is composed of hydrogen and helium. Its weather is filled with cold clouds, and its winds consist of ammonia and water. Jupiter is surrounded by dozens of moons and also has several rings, but unlike Saturn's famous rings, Jupiter's rings are very faint and are made of dust rather than ice. It's true that Jupiter is extremely massive, but it rotates quickly, with one day lasting only 10 hours from Earth's time. Because it's so fast, its atmosphere is characterized by strong jet streams. Additionally, it has what's known as the Great Red Spot on its surface, which is actually a storm larger than Earth. If you were to descend onto the planet, you would enter the atmosphere at a tremendous speed of 49 kilometers per second, and as you continue to descend, the atmosphere would become denser and more turbulent. You would feel as if you were repeatedly hitting a wall, and if you managed to descend to a depth of 692 kilometers, you would find pressure levels higher than at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth's surface. If the pressure didn't kill you, the average temperature of 145 degrees Celsius below zero would definitely do it. You wouldn't survive for even a single second on Jupiter. The planet with the beautiful rings, Saturn, another gas giant without a solid surface, and the sixth planet in the solar system. You must have seen pictures of Saturn and its famous rings. Saturn isn't the only planet surrounded by rings, but Saturn's rings are the most prominent, beautiful, and complex. It also has dozens of moons orbiting around it, like Jupiter. Saturn rotates quickly, with its day lasting about 10.7 hours from Earth's time. Of course, you wouldn't be able to land on its surface, but if you somehow managed to do so, you would encounter deadly winds reaching speeds of up to 1,800 kilometers per h. Its atmosphere is made up of hydrogen and helium, meaning it's not breathable. For these reasons, Saturn is unable to support life. But what about its moons? Let's take Titan and Enceladus, for example. These moons have internal oceans, meaning the first conditions for life are available there. Therefore, theoretically, they could support life. Saturn is the most mysterious of planets and contains many scientific puzzles yet to be discovered. Uranus, the ice giant, the journey is almost over. Now it's the 7th planet in the solar system's turn. A day on Uranus lasts about 17 hours from Earth's time. Extremely cold and windy, this ice giant is surrounded by 13 faint rings and 27 small moons. It rotates at an angle of about 90 degrees from its orbital plane. This unique tilt makes Uranus appear as if it's rolling on its side, orbiting the Sun like a rolling ball. Of course, the air is not breathable. It consists of hydrogen, helium, and methane, giving the planet its distinctive blue and green color. In fact, there are some risks to be cautious of on Uranus, such as mysterious X-ray emissions and deadly diamond rain. Yes, that's right. Uranus's rain is extremely compressed diamond from carbon atoms. But don't worry about that. The immense pressure would kill you in less than a second. The last planet in the solar system, dark, cold, and desolate. This is Neptune, the 8th planet in the solar system and the farthest from the Sun. It's the only planet that can't be seen with the naked eye in the solar system. In 2011, Neptune completed its first orbit in 165 years since its discovery in 1846. Neptune is so far from the Sun that noon on its surface would appear to us like the approaching twilight. The warm light we see on our home planet is 900 times stronger than it is on Neptune. The winds on Neptune are extremely powerful, exceeding the speed of sound, reaching speeds of up to 2,000 kilometers per hour. This is faster than the maximum speed of a fighter jet. So if the pressure didn't kill you, these supersonic winds probably would. A day on Neptune lasts for 16 Earth hours, but your life there wouldn't last even a single second. We've had an enjoyable journey among the planets, showing us that what awaits us on this journey is a deadly mix of crushing pressure, scorching heat, or freezing cold, and of course, toxic gases. Earth is the only planet suitable for life on its surface among the 8 planets of the solar system. Unless humanity finally succeeds in terraforming Mars and building colonies to make it a second home for us. At the end of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button to receive notifications about new content. Goodbye.